people, Malebo Old John Cindy once again, an author of 2 best-selling books called The Journey and Confessions, and I've written books for other people who were either busy to write a book or didn't know how to. And I've also founded a company called Bontlehela Media, which is helping African authors write and publish their own stories professionally. So right, so I have been having a problem with people saying, Malebo, can you please publish a book for me? And they don't want to pay. So I thought, oh, okay, I think people are confusing a traditional publishing company with a self-publishing company. So traditional companies, guys, are big companies, are companies that are publishing people who already, you know, have a name out there. They are doing it for business. They know that, okay, fine, actually both companies are doing it. It's business, it's money, okay? But for instance, a celebrity would go, or they can actually approach a celebrity and say, can we publish your book for you? Okay, so they know that when they publish a book for somebody else who is already known, they're going to get more money, they're going to make a lot of sales, and the sales of the book, there's a percentage that comes to them. So that's what a traditional publishing company do. And usually you don't have to pay them, you don't have to. They just take your manuscript, they turn it into something great with their editors, and they publish your book, and they tell you that from this book we're going to take 50% and you will be left with 50%. The great thing about a traditional publishing company is that they've got everything. They've got their distributors, they've got a connection with bookstores. So your book, you just give them your book and your book will go out there. You know, they will help you with almost everything, actually everything, distributing of the book, asking the bookstores to take in your book. You know, they will do literally everything, and you don't have to pay them. They are going to take that money from the sales of the book, and they will tell you you're only getting 15%. And that's the disadvantage. The disadvantages is that you can write, you sweat, you do everything, but they're going to make more money on their side because it's a business. They have to make more money for themselves. Then we come to self-publishing companies like Bontlehela Media, where we help African authors. You know, we know and we are aware that big publishing companies don't look at Bomalebo and saying, we want to help you publish a book, unless if your name is known, then they will say, yes, we want to help you, you don't have to pay anything. But with people like us and other upcoming authors who are not known, who are not celebrities, then the problem is that they need to, most of the time we need to use a self-publishing company. And the advantages of a self-publishing company is that everything, the book sale, you can decide that your book is 200, that's it. You can decide the sales of the book. You can distribute your book. You can decide that today the book is 100 rand. You can decide that it's 120. You can decide literally everything. The disadvantages with the self-publishing is that you do all the work. You do the distribution of your book. You do everything. You pay upfront for your book to be published. So this is why when people are saying, Malebo, publish for us for free, and you thinking as Malebo, how am I going to do that? Because I have to pay the printers, I have to pay the editors, I have to pay the people who are going to do a cover for you, I have to pay a lot of people. So it's money that I have to use in order for you to have a book. So I think we should understand that these two, they have their pros and cons. So they have the disadvantages and the advantages. You decide which one you use. And if you do use the self-publishing company, then you are going to pay, but you're also going to benefit because that book, the rights belongs to you. All right. And then now the marketing side of the book. When you want to market your book, The only platform that we have as upcoming authors is social media. That's where the self-publishing company, they don't give you that. The traditional publishing company helps you with the market, they help you with everything because they're going to benefit from the book. But this one, they don't help you that much unless you get Malebu, who is passionate about people making money for themselves. Then I can, you know, do my everything that I need to do just in order in order for you to get that book published and get that book bought. Okay, so the buying of the book and the marketing of the book, you need to market yourself on social media. Guys, if you use your social media correctly, firstly, before the book goes out, 3 months before the book goes out, you make noise on social media about your book. You make noise that I'm writing this book. This book is going to be exciting, and you also need to be excited about it. And you post it each and every day until people get it that Malebu is writing a book. Malebu is about to publish a book. You need to make noise on social media and approach radio stations, local radio stations, and also go on the internet and look for these people from TV and radio. Look for their contacts, call them, believe in yourself, call them. This is what I did with my Facebook. I didn't have a manager, I didn't have anything, I still don't have, but I do get interviews on TV, on radio. What I do is that I go on Google and I say Morning Live. That's what I did actually, how I got my Morning Live interview. I went and I said Morning Live, contact details, and I called. They transferred me from one person to one person until I got that person who said, bring me your book. And I brought the book there, they read it, and they said, we want you to come. This is what you need to do. You need to believe in yourself. If you're going to write a book and sit there and think that people are going to work for you, it's not going to work. You need to put in the work. Put in the work, guys. And social media must be clean. Talk about this thing, the topic that you are writing about. If it's money, talk about it every day. When you see somebody else having a seminar, ask them to come and speak for free so that you can also advertise your book if you haven't had the platform. For some of us, we no longer speak for free. We no longer speak for free because we know we have the platform. But if you don't have a platform, create a platform for yourself. If you see Malebu is having a seminar, ask Malebu to come and speak, and ask her to also talk about your book somewhere, somehow. And you will make it in this industry. It's very simple. Social media has made things simple for us. Talk about your book and you will be mojojo. Right, and what else? I think that is all. That's all. Okay, so that's all you need to do. If there's anything else, guys, that you need clarity on, please comment there. Please say it. I will give you clarity. I will do another video if I have to, but please comment there, and also don't forget to subscribe.